Hello. Right. Knockouts for the street. Best knockout, really, isn't it? Quite simple, we all know. Big right hand, straight in the mush. Alright? So, but let's go over one way of getting that power into that shot so that you can really smack home one. So, what we're looking to do is think about what old timers used to say, old timers in boxing that is, where they would say, throw a punch. Throw a punch. Now most people take that to mean, I'm throwing punches, look, punches are coming out. It's not, that's just moving your arm. If you imagine that you were throwing something, it's got a ballistic action to it. It's got that wow, right? So if you were throwing a stone, a ball, or whatever it may be, you want to get that ballistic movement in it to get the maximum power in that throw, the maximum distance in that throw. Punching's no different. Throwing a punch. You need to have that ballistic movement in order to throw that knockout punch. So, what does that ballistic movement look like? Well, it's not necessarily a strict punch, is it? Because if I throw a punch and I bring it back, as is classically taught, again, nothing wrong with it, just a basic backhand. So you throw in that, bringing it back. And people teach to bring it back along the line it went out, because the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Of that, there is no argument. However, is it the quickest route back? Now you can prove with ball bearings and a straight line and a parabolic curve, the parabolic curve, if you drop the ball bearings at the same time, gets from point A to B quicker than the straight line, even though the straight line is the shortest distance. So knowing that, if you don't believe me, check it out in science stuff. All right, knowing that, it doesn't necessarily mean, does it, that and that is the quickest way. It could mean that that is the quickest way. There's arguments about how long you're blah, 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 but I'm not going to get into, but you can see which one's quickest, which means you're less open. But it also means that you can throw the punch properly. It means that you're not limiting yourself to a strict technique. You can throw it. So you can turn the shoulder, move the head, step in, do everything else. So the KO for the street is a step, a big, don't worry about if it looks great, if it looks technically perfect. You're not worried about that. You're worried about the connection. You're worried about the power that goes into it. And you turn it over and you send your head off to the side because you want to whip that punch through as hard and as fast as you possibly can. So instead of something like this, which is still a decent punch, I've knocked people out with them, you whip it over, turn your head, step off, whip the shoulders over and hit him down on that jaw. So it doesn't look as nice, but it certainly goes in good. And I guarantee you, it's got enough power to take those people straight out. So on this bag as well, so you can see what I mean from right back here. So turn, whip that over and through. And you can step in with it as well. So you step right through and punch through them. Not on. Never punch on. Punch right the way through that target. Right the way through. And the faster and the more twist you put in that, the more power you got in your punch. Quite simple, really. Anyway, you know the story. Do all that stuff. Like, subscribe, share it, or don't. or even argue. I don't care. You can say it's a load of old cobblers. I know I'm right. Catch you later.